Hi, so there are two utility companies, and each of them has a different cost of reducing pollution. Consolidated Electric and Commonwealth Utilities, they both pollute, and they both produce 20 million tons of pollution. For Consolidated Electric, they can pollute and reduce the pollution. That's the cost of reducing pollution. So for Consolidated Electric, it is $250 per ton. But for Commonwealth Utilities, it's more expensive to reduce pollution. So for Commonwealth Utilities, it would cost them $275. Now, if the government issues 10 tradable permits or 10 million to each company, and we want to reduce the pollution by half. So that makes sense because each of them right now is polluting 20. So they have a total of 40. So they cut it in half. So that's our cap. So the cap now is 20 million, and they issued 10 to each, 10 to Commonwealth and 10 to Consolidated Electric, right? Now, each has 10 million permits, but Commonwealth Electric can reduce pollution by themselves at a cost of $250. For Commonwealth Utilities, it would cost them $275. So they're actually going to go and offer to buy the pollution permits from Commonwealth Electric, and they're going to sell it to them because they can reduce the pollution cheaper. So as long as they pay them something between $250 and $275, Commonwealth Utilities is going to buy their permits, and they're going to pollute all 20 million because they're going to buy up the permits because it's more expensive for them to actually not to pollute. So they're going to sell their permits. So now, since these guys, Commonwealth Utilities, is doing all the polluting, they're going to pollute all 20 million, then it's Commonwealth Electric that has to stop polluting. So they're going to stop, and they're not going to produce any of the pollution because the cap has been met by Commonwealth Utilities. So these guys, 20 million that will not get polluted at a cost of $250 equals the $5,000. So that's the answer to the first one. Now the second part, it says if they're not tradable, what will be the cost of eliminating half of the pollution? So each company has a permit for 10 million tons. And if they cannot be traded, then the cost of reducing the pollution will be the 10 times. Okay, so each of them has 10 permits, right? Now they cannot trade. So Commonwealth Electric has 10 permits, Commonwealth Utilities has 10 permits. But they have to stop and each have to reduce their pollution by 10 because they only have a permit for 10 and they can't trade them. So each of these companies has to reduce their pollution by 10. For these guys, it's 10 times 250. For these guys, the cost of reducing the rest of the pollution that they emit, that they don't have the permit for, is 10 times 275. This is 5,000. This is 2750, and that's a total of not 5,000 here, 2,500, 10 times 250, sorry. The total of 5,250, which is the answer for this one. Hope this helps.